Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be a very much needed life update because yeah, I've been posting very infrequently, either every day or every other day, or not even like for a week I've been not posting. My posting schedule is all over the place. I don't even have a posting schedule and my content is crazy right now. So I want to clear up some stuff and give you guys a little bit of an insider on what my life is like right now. So I want to roll it back to the beginning of the school year, so August 2022, and tell you guys what happened from there. Also, if you hear something, I'm fidgeting with a new infinity cube that I got on Friday because I'm really nervous and this helps me concentrate. And there's something in my eye. Oh my god. Sorry, so yeah, oh my god. Okay, so anyway, back to the story. So, yeah, so you guys know that I started 8th grade on August 9th, 2022, my last year of middle school, so I like to consider it my senior year of middle school. I don't think that's what it's actually called, but I don't care. Yeah, so started my last year of middle school, 8th grade for me, August 9th, 2022, and I don't know, it was like really, it was going well, until September to October of that same year, so 2022, when I started experiencing a vision change. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, please watch this video to understand what happened, because I explain all about my vision change in that video. So I experienced that vision change in September to around November, like September to, I'd like to say November, like the middle of November. And after that vision change happened, yeah, so I was also dealing with bullying from around October because people would call me racist. Like this one boy called me racist. I'd be accused of faking my anxiety. Yeah, also I tried to talk to my long time crush, who I have had a crush on since around April or May of 2022, so last school year in 7th grade for me. I'll tell you guys that story now. So basically, he was in my AQ or Adventure Quest class. Basically in that class we did something called Gaga Ball, which is one of the only ball sports I can play. And other stuff like that. Now they do tennis. I think sometimes they do basketball and stuff like that. Gaga Ball is one of the, it's crazy where you just like hit a ball at each other, and if you can only use your hands to get it. If you use both hands, you're out of the game. It's really confusing. I've never won, but yeah, we were in the same connections class. It was really fun. I almost wish I could do it again. I don't know if they're gonna be doing that, but anyway, yeah, so we met in AQ or Adventure Quest. I don't know if any other schools have that. My school is pretty unique, but yeah, so we were doing that. One day he literally came up to me at the end of that class. It was literally first period, so the way my schedule worked in 7th grade was period 1 and period 2 were connections. Sorry, I'm just like going like, yeah, so period 1 and period 2 were connections, and period 3 was Wolfpack, and then period 4 to 8 was our classes? No, wait. I think I'm mistaken. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. So, yeah. So that was fun. He basically just like came up to me and said something to this effect that like he just saw on Instagram, like, by his friend, like, he has a friend who has Instagram who follows me on Instagram, and he saw that somehow, I guess it was on one of my Instagram stories, I don't really know, that I liked him. He told, like, that I liked the boy I'm talking about, and then he told, like, his friend told him, and then he told me that he knew. He said, I'm sorry, he said something to the effect that, quote unquote, hey, can we talk? And I said yes, and then he just, like, said basically that he knows because of a friend on Instagram that we like each other, like, that I like him, and that he does not feel the same way about me. He said I'm sorry, and he just said goodbye. I'm like, okay, you can at least tell me that we can be friends or not. By the way, he did finally tell me this year that we could be friends. You should have told me that last year. So anyway, after he told me that, I just went to get my bags. As many of you guys know, if you go to my school, if you don't go to my school, you probably know, I've mentioned it in like one or two of my videos. I have a paraprofessional who helps me throughout the day with like transitioning to classes or something, basically mainly that, but she's with me all day. But yeah, it's because of my vision impairment that I have her with me, and people often bully me about it. I don't really care about it anymore, but like people often bully me. You guys know my nickname is Little Mama, so people say that I shouldn't have that nickname because it's like, she's with me all day. I'm like, number one, she doesn't take care of me. She actually doesn't. She just helps me with, like, if I don't understand an assignment, she clarifies it for me. If she, like, I don't know. We're really close. Like, we almost have, like, a friendship type of relationship, but professional kind. I don't know. It's hard to explain, because she tells me all about her son. She has a son. She tells me, like, about different things from her country. She's Indian. So, yeah. Yeah, so we have a really, like, I don't know, I've known her since I was in 5th grade. She's really, really nice. She's really amazing. She knows when I'm upset. She can tell. And she literally, like, asked me before we left, AQ, like, while I was transitioning to 2nd period, which was another connections class, if I was okay, and I didn't want to tell her, because I didn't know if she would understand or not, that everything, she asked me what was wrong, because I did seem sad, and yeah, so I said I was fine, and just went on to my next class. I was depressed the whole day. And a thing about my teachers is that whenever, like, I'm putting my head down, it's usually because of a sensory overload. It's like, you know, like, you put your head down because you're sleepy, like, in class? I do that, except I'm not sleepy. I'm literally just, like, trying to calm myself down from my sensory overload, or my anxiety kicking in, like, sensory overload or anxiety, they're, like, caused by each other. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. And yeah, I did that the whole day in every class. I did do the work, but yeah. And yeah, that was a really, really heartbreaking time because, yeah, if you guys know, like, I think I told you, I think I touched on this in, I think, a video. I'm not sure if I did. I'll leave it up here. I don't think I did, though. I'm like 99% sure that was another video, but I don't know, like, that was another relationship I touched on. I don't know, but yeah. So yeah, that happened in May, and then, like, no, that happened in no, I'm trying to think. I think that happened in, like, March or April, because I was out with COVID most of May. My last day was May 9th, which was a Monday, but yeah, so yeah. Yeah, so that happened in May, and then August rolled around, like in 8th grade for me, and everything was fine. And then I decided in like September to like talk to him to see what he would do, like in lunch, at lunch basically. I did it with one of my best friends. I'm not gonna disclose her name for privacy reasons, but yeah, so we did it, and the same guy said, you shouldn't disclose, quote unquote, you shouldn't disclose your personal life on Instagram. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, it's my Instagram account, it's my life, I can disclose whatever I want to. And I just literally walked away in a very angry, like, kind of thing. I don't know how to describe it. My friend knew, and I don't know. I was really upset. I ignored him for the rest of the day. He was only in my science class. Like, he's only in my science class, so yeah. And in September to like November, you guys know I went through a vision change. And then then maybe a couple weeks later, whatever, after that, I think, you guys know I have generalized anxiety, depression. You guys know that I have generalized anxiety disorder and depression. So I got accused of faking my anxiety. That was a whole issue. It finally stopped. Because a lot of people take medicine for their anxiety. I don't, because it's actually dangerous for your brain, because medicines make your brain all like confused and tired and not doing the best. So it's not good to take medicine unless it's like an emergency, or unless you have a certain degree of anxiety. I don't, so I never took medicine, and I never probably will. For depression, it's the same for me. I don't take any, mainly because it's dangerous for kids under 18 to take medicine, because their brain can like not perform the best activities. They can make poor judgment decisions and stuff like that, I've heard. So I don't do that. And yeah, so I was dealing with that. It finally ended. And also before that, in around August or November, I don't remember when this was happening. I think it was around October, actually, when a boy called me racist. Not gonna say his name, but yeah, he called me racist. It's totally the guy from who I was talking about earlier. But yeah, he started calling me racist. It first started with me talking to my friend, the same friend like I was talking about earlier, who like knows about what happened with my former crush. Yeah, so we were talking about what happened last year, and the boy I'm talking about now, he said very, very loudly, "You got rejected," in like a very surprising, weird kind of tone. And then the whole class turned to our table and looked at us. And then my friend texted me, one of my other friends texted me on Instagram saying that she didn't hear anything, because I asked her. She didn't hear anything, and I'm pretty sure that she was just trying to be nice to me. But yeah, so that happened. Also, something new that's been recently happening is one of my friends, like my best friend, there's another kid who's like kind of new in our school, in our class. I'm just gonna say African American girl. I'm not gonna say her name, for privacy reasons. But yeah, so my best friend and her became friends, and I touched on this with my best friend recently, like earlier in like November or December, that it feels like her and the new kid, like the new girl, have like became more friends than me and my best friend were, and it's kind of making me feel bad. So I talked to her, and she was like saying don't think like that and stuff like that. So I just ignored it. So that kid who's new, she's not anymore. She came like September or October, like September 1st, I think she came. So yeah, so she kept saying like in December, whatever, that I keep rolling my eyes at them and interrupting their conversations. But I keep rolling my eyes at them. I'm just gonna say her name. I'm not gonna say her actual name. I'm just gonna replace her name with, I don't know. I don't want to say her actual name. Denise. Let's just say the new girl's name is Denise. My best friend's name is, I don't know, Andrea. I don't know, I'm just making up names because I don't want to use their actual names for privacy reasons. So, yeah. Again, the new girl's name is Denise, so she was, I don't know, she said that I was rolling my eyes at her and then interrupting her and my best friend's conversation, and I was never doing that. I never do that. I mean, I roll my eyes sometimes, but that's only due to my nystagmus. So yeah, yeah, that's only due to my nystagmus, which is basically uncontrollable eye movements. So you guys might be able to see my eyes like vibrating like that on the camera, so I don't know, but that's my nystagmus. That's not me moving my eyes. I can't like do that. But yeah, so I was like thinking to myself, number one, nystagmus. Number two, not true. That kind of bugged me, and then I tried to talk to her like a month later saying, remember when you said, like, quote unquote, remember when you said that I roll my eyes at you? It's literally just my nystagmus. And then you said that I interrupt your conversations with my best friend, let's just say. And I told her that it's not true. I'm like, she literally said, can we not talk about it? I'm like, okay, you literally asked me. You literally told me, and then you expect me to just ignore it? So yeah. So, yeah, I had to deal with that. And it was hard. And then now the most recent, which was like yesterday, I'm filming this on Saturday, on Friday of this week, she, I don't know how to explain it, like, oh, I remember, I was trying to figure out what happened. So we were doing this like argument board thing for science, and I'm in the group with them, so it's me, one of the, like, there's a new student, her, my best friend, and then the other kid, like the other new student. Let's just say her name is, I don't know, Denise, and then my best friend's name is Andrea. Let's just say they don't match, but they don't match with the actual names, but whatever, that's the point. So yeah, let's just, like, quote unquote, Denise said that I wasn't, like, got mad at me because, like, she got mad at me because we're supposed to, like, do reviews and or presenters of, like, our argument boards. So reviewers were supposed to review other teams' argument boards, and then presenters were supposed to present their team's argument board to reviewers for them to review and then score, and then we get the scores back from anonymous people. Yeah. So, yeah, I forgot to write the name of it, like, each group that we did, but that's only because we had very little time before, like, rotating, and she, like, yeah, I almost said the actual kid's name, the actual, like, one of my best friend's name. So, yeah, my best friend like knew it, and she tried to tell, let's just say Denise, it's not her real name, but I don't want to disclose her real name. So yeah, so let's just say, quote unquote, Denise got mad at me because I didn't write down their names, and then my best friend, knowing the actual situation, tried to explain it to her, and then she just like got all mad, kept telling me to shut up and stuff like that. I'm like, what is your problem? I was thinking to myself, what is your problem with me, and why do you hate me? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I did nothing to her. And yeah, not really that fun. So yeah, I was like, you've had a problem with me from the beginning of the year. I don't understand why you hate me so much. I literally tried to explain to her. She was like, she just ignored me, and I don't even know. So that was fun. Yeah, that's kind of been like what's happening lately. My mom's been getting mad at me more recently. That's why I actually had my original AGT audition canceled, and then hopefully I don't get this one canceled. Fun fact, I auditioned for AGT February 19th. I was supposed to audition, my original audition was January 28th, but yeah. Yeah, hopefully I don't get my new AGT audition canceled, because I've been wanting to go on AGT since I was 10, and I've been dreaming of auditioning for the same amount of time. So yeah, I've been practicing and preparing for the audition. I won't be able to film it for you guys, actually. Just saying, I won't be able to film it because I film all my content on my school computer, which I'm also using for the Zoom thing, audition. Yeah, I'm using it for the EGT virtual audition, so I can't record it. Plus, contestants are not allowed to record, so yeah, I'm not going to record it, but I will film on that day, hopefully, if I do the audition. Give me good luck. Anyway, so yeah, so I had to deal with that, the bullying, and then my AGT audition being cancelled. Very sad. Sorry, I'm really weird. Anyway, so yeah, I had to deal with that, and then the AGT audition being cancelled, and yeah, so, sorry, I'm really tired. Anyway, so yeah, so I've been dealing with a lot lately, like family stress, with my mom getting mad at me every few days, bullying at school, the work getting harder and harder and harder, and me realizing that I'm going to be going into high school in about 3 months, with only like 3 months more of school, like 3 to 4 months left of school, and then 5 to 6 more months left until high school. So it was really like a surreal moment for me. We went to our high school trip, like high school tour trip thingy, on Wednesday and Thursday. There were different groups, so it was like split up into different groups. I was supposed to go on Thursday with my homeroom wolf pack, but I went on Wednesday. Either way, I gotta go to I gotta go to Northview. So yeah, I'm really tired. Yeah. Life's been hard, and yeah, that vision change really messed up my mental health. I posted shorts about it. I've posted that video about it. You guys can go watch it, resume back into the video to find it, or click the eye with a circle-like icon around, not here, on the side of the video to see it. And yeah, so I had to deal with that. There's like so much more. Even filming content is hard because I don't feel like making content. It's not because I don't want to keep doing YouTube, it's just because it's just like I'm trying to balance my mental health, school. I'm in my school's newspaper. It's really hard, and what's been going on at home lately, and a lot more, my dance career, so much more. It's really been hard, but I've been trying to push through for you guys, since I know you guys love my videos and really are liking my content. Also, thank you guys for around 37 subscribers from the time I'm filming this. Can we get to 40 by either the end of this month or the end of next month? Please? It would really help me a lot. Thank you! Anyway, so yeah, my life's been from ups, downs, like been like a whole like roller coaster, and it's like, not fun. Yeah, my depression has gone from like low to high, my anxiety's gone like low to high, it's like crazy. My sensory overload, it comes on automatically, sometimes it comes on with triggers, it comes on with whatever. From like, I could be having like the best day possible and then it starts to rain, my clock is ticking, the air conditioning's on, the TV's on, and my anxiety and my sensory overload like going like so much, it's unreal. I just posted this video about what it's like how I deal with my anxiety and sensory overload. And fun fact, I was having an actual sensory overload at that point because my clock was ticking. I don't know if you can hear it, but take a minute to see if I can hear it. That, I don't know if you can hear the rain. And my air conditioning. And everything else that's in my room. Between my mom, like downstairs, the air conditioning, the clock, my alarm clock, the rain, and so much more. It's mainly with my hearing that I get sensory overload, so if there's like multiple people talking, and also an air conditioning going on, there's a clock ticking, all of those together combined are a very, very, very hard sensory overload for me, but also even just like multiple people talking, like students talking and then a teacher talking. I've had that every single day in science and math and social studies, and not so much reading in ELA. Yeah. Sensory overload is very hard. It's a symptom of anxiety and not so much depression, but I can get very, very badly isolated. So yeah. You might be thinking, this thing makes noise. I don't know if you can hear the noises, but it does make noise, but it does help, because with the noise, it like gives my brain a noise, like an audible distraction, but also this, because it feels good on my hands, which is really good, and it's really good. I love these. Fidgets are my literal lifesaver. My life has been crazy, like my journey through mental health and my vision have been crazy. Yeah, you guys might not see it on camera, but I have anxiety every single day that I'm gonna somehow wake up blind, or that vision change, which is the flickering lights. So basically looking at a flickering light, except the light being my vision and the black of when you see a flickering light be me completely blind. So I was dealing with that every single day, and the anxiety of it, because I've heard, very, very rare, but I've heard that people can go blind or wake up blind after that. It's basically the vitreous gel in the back of the eye near the retina that's attached to the retina detaching and pulling away from the retina, which can cause blindness, but also even retinal detachment can cause blindness. So I was afraid either my whole retina would detach with the vitreous gel still attached, or my vitreous gel would detach, and my retina would detach. This was only happening in my right eye. I go more into depth with it in the video I just showed. I was going to go here, but I don't know if you can access it. I don't know if you can do it more than once, but yeah, so I had to go through that. I had to go through bullying, I had to go through depression, I had to go through anxiety. I'm still dealing with it. It's really hard. And yeah, you guys might see this like bubbly, outgoing, nice, cute person online, but I'm truly hurting inside most days. Because I have to deal with the isolation, the bullying, the mental heartache that my disability has caused me to have. And some of that all together, it's really, really hard. Yeah. I might make my life look super fun, outgoing, and cool online, being like the blind girl with a cane, or like the blind girl who turned her disability into a positive. I'm like, that's all good, but there's a true heartbreaking story behind all the outgoing things I've done, behind all the motivational stuff I've done. It's really hard. And I want you all to understand that I love YouTube, I love social media. I'm never going to stop. I'm never not going to post. I'm never going to stop posting, but I need you guys to understand that I'm doing this life update and sharing what I've gone through for the past 7 months to bring awareness to mental health, to bring awareness to disability, because we need it more than ever. I'm trying to stand up for everyone in the millions and millions of people who go into the disability community every single day, who feel unheard, who feel like they don't belong. I felt like that for like 12 years of my life. And at age 12, when I started social media and started dance, it opened up a whole new chapter in my life that made me realize that I have a purpose in life, and that I am who I am, to bring awareness to disability, to bring awareness about mental health, to bring awareness that you have to be kinder to people because you never know what they're going through. And we need that in this life. We need that in this time period more than ever. With the pandemic going on, with people losing their jobs, with the gas crisis, with the food crises that are going on now, we need support in our lives, especially in the disability community. Because there are millions of disabilities: cognitive disabilities, speech impairment disabilities, vision impairment disabilities, hearing impairment disabilities, brain impairment disabilities, and things like that. You can have some kind of vision disease that causes you to be blind or low vision. There are some diseases like cerebral palsy that causes you not to be able to walk. There are some diseases that cause you to have childhood dementia. There are so many disabilities that cause us to be impaired, but just because we have an impairment in one or more parts of our bodies does not mean that our voice is not strong. Even if we can't talk, our voice is strong. What we believe in is strong. And what we can do to help the disability community and the world in general is so much wider when we fight for what we believe is right, like I've done for the past 2 years of my life. I've devoted my life to social media for 2 years, almost going on 3 years, to help you guys understand that the disability community is special, and that disabled people are just like you and me, that are just like able-bodied people, but they alter their routine, their daily routine, to meet their specific needs. And that's okay. We need to understand. Disabled people are just like you, but we change our routine a little bit to accommodate our specific needs, whether that's a vision impairment, hearing impairment, cognitive disability, autism, SPD, sensory processing disorder, PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, autism, ADHD, which is attention deficit hyperactive disorder, ADD, attention deficit disorder, and so many other disabilities that I don't even know. There's like so many disabilities, but we need to realize humans are humans, and that's never going to change. And I wanted to share this life update to give you guys a glimpse of what my life has been like for the past 7 months, and for you guys to realize that it's not right to bully people. It's not right to make fun of them, because you never know what they're going through. Ever. And I know this from personal experience. It's not right. I just wanted to say that. That's the whole point of this video. And that's all I've got to say, honestly. But thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video, and bye.